And we're very happy now to have with us the historian for the Village of Ames, Dennis Malcolm. Hey, Dennis, good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
You said the sun just came out in Ames?
Yes, it did.
You said as I called.
Just as you called, the sun finally came out in Ames.
It's about time. See, and people don't appreciate me, and now you do appreciate me, Dennis. Thank you. Hey, listen, I want to find out about the Village of Ames. Now, I looked up here. I see you're in you're south of the village of Canajoharie. Tell us a little bit about your village.
Well, we are in the southwest corner of Montgomery County. We're 3 miles north of Sharon Springs on Route 10 and 7 miles south of Canajoharie on Route 10. We are the smallest incorporated village in the state of New York. We incorporated in 1924. Actually, the question you just asked me is one of the most common asked questions I have to answer almost every day. Where is Ames? The second question is, Ames has a what? And they said, well, Ames has a museum. And the festival that we're going to talk about helps to keep this museum afloat in a very small town and in a very rural area of Montgomery County.
Now, what's your population?
About 150.
Really?
Really.
Now, the name Ames came from?
Fisher Ames, who came here from Connecticut. He signed the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. He's one of the few people who signed all three. He moved here in 1794 with his wife, but the problem was his wife was a very metropolitan girl, and in 1794, Ames was not a big metropolitan area. It was sort of like a spot in the woods. And they lasted 3 years, and she told him, either we go back to Connecticut or I'm going and you're staying. So he left, but they decided to keep the name to honor his signing the documents that made America possible.
No, yeah, I think that's great. Now, were you born in Ames?
No, I was not.
You were born in Canajoharie?
No, I was born in a little town called Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
About 60 miles northeast of Pittsburgh.
Can I just ask how you got to Ames?
Well, at age 48, I got position eliminated in a nasty corporate takeover, and my wife finished her doctorate at Penn State University and got a job teaching at SUNY Cobleskill.
Nice.
So she came to teach, and I stayed, and at 48 years old, we sold everything and moved up here.
Isn't that? And how do you love it there, I gather?
Oh, I have the perfect yard.
Yeah.
It's flat, and it runs to a creek that has fish in it, and it's quiet, and we have a deck that overlooks the whole thing, and it is gorgeous.
Oh, Dennis, that is great. And you say about 150 people live there, right?
Yes.
And you must be friends with all of them, I would think, wouldn't you?
At least all the ones on Latimer Hill I know.
Okay.
On Latimer Hill Road, which is the road that runs east from the intersection in Ames.
That is really cool. Now, you said the museum, which is a big part of Ames, and your end of the summer festival, that's coming up in a few weeks, right?
Yep, September 21st, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We run it a little differently than most other places. All the vendor spots are free. You come, because out here it's rather hard if you start a business or you have something going on to get the information out, because we don't have a radio station, we don't have a TV station. We have a weekly paper that everyone utilizes. And so we make it free, and if you have a great day or you just came and enjoyed the day and you want to make a donation to the museum, fine, and if not, that's fine too. Just come realize what we have in Ames.
Well, it's a beautiful drive to get there. Am I right? It's a beautiful drive out there.
Yeah, you can either come out Route 20 all the way from Albany, or you can jump on the thruway and get off at exit 29 in Canajoharie, or you can come out 5S or what we call 5N, which is on the other side of the river. Which also in itself is a good drive.
So the Ames Museum, how old is that? That's been around for a while.
It was built in 1832 by a lady named Suzanne Bingham. She was a pretty feisty lady. She wanted a school in the village, and she kept bugging the village fathers for about 5 years, and she finally had enough, so she went to a lawyer and got 5 acres carved out of her land and walked in, laid it on the table. And the father said, "You don't understand. We're going to get to it." She says, "No, you don't understand. You own the land. I'm starting to stack stone tomorrow." Wow. It's the only stone building in Ames, and it is in perfect condition. If you look at it, it's amazing. The craftsmanship that went into the stone.
Is there anything in the museum from Mr. and Mrs. Ames?
No, there is not.
But you have a lot of neat stuff there.
Yeah, especially the beech nut era, which was big.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with farming and local people, but you'd be surprised the number of local people who have national ties.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, what would you say to somebody who, you know, you get people from New York City and all these different areas and they say, well, you know, I mean, the cities are just, they're crazy. I mean, there's just a lot of congestion and it's blood pressure time. You move to a smaller little village and it's a little more comfortable.
Yes, very much so. Our biggest traffic jam here is 7 a.m. on Sunday morning when the Amish population go to church and the road gets full of buggies.
Oh, you see, that's got to be great, too, doesn't it? I think that's really cool. That
yes,
sounds...
We have invited them to come to the festival as well. The festival is open to anybody who comes, crafters, artists, authors. The Methodist church ladies have their world-famous baked goods sale. They usually have 3 tables full of stuff that will do nothing but ounces and pounds on you. We have a lady who's bringing her food truck this year, and her claim to fame is she has the best French dip sandwich in Montgomery County. And we have people who make things on lathes and just a lot of interesting things to come and see. And besides that, by September 21st, the way the leaves are starting to turn out here, no matter which way you turn, you're going to be able to see the glory of fall.
Oh, gee. Boy, you ought to be in real estate. You ought to be a realtor. You sold, and now you got little signs that say "Welcome to the Village of Ames," right?
Yes, we do. They're on all 4 roads in West Ames Road, 10 coming from Sharon, 10 coming from Kennedy Harry, and on Latimer Hill Road.
That all sounds really... You know, Dennis, this is really cool. I'm glad we had a chance to chat about it because I wasn't very familiar with Ames, but I am familiar with Montgomery County somewhat, and we've been, you know, through our station, have done a lot of things out there, and they've done a lot of things for us with Christmas Wish and so forth. So just to find out about Ames, but again, September 21st. Now, if people wanted to find out more about this end of the summer festival, how do they go about doing that?
They can give me a call at 518-673-5820, or they can go on ames@gmail.com, and the website for the museum is amesmuseum.weebly, WEEBLY.com.
All right. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure. There was quacking in the background. I'm getting texted from family members. But anyway, no, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'm glad we had a chance to do that. And hopefully people, as they're driving around and getting some nice fall looks, will make it a point to stop in Ames, especially for the end of Summer Festival on the 21st. Dennis, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe.